Hey guys, today we're just gonna have a little bit of a story time. Just relax and join me here, grab a cup of coffee, maybe some popcorn even. It's raining here, so I think that's perfect story time weather. So today I wanted to tell y'all about some of my experiences working at a cafe and a bookstore. Those are the only two jobs I've had. I can't really complain too much because I love working at cafes and bookstores. So whenever COVID started, I was working at the bookstore, and this was just a quiet little bookstore that didn't really see too many people. It was like a mom and pop shop, you know. We were connected to a cafe. It was just a really nice atmosphere, and it was used books and sometimes new books. And one important thing to know is that we would buy books from people and then we would resell them. I'm not gonna say which bookstore I worked at, just keep that under wraps. Nothing against the bookstore, they were phenomenal, my favorite place to work. When COVID started, we had to let everyone know that we were still open for a while. Our city hadn't shut down just yet. And so people were calling constantly, like, are y'all open? Can we come in and buy some board games? And to make things a little bit easier for people, we decided to write on the windows with that window marker stuff. And so I tend to do art. If you can't tell, I was the store artist, so to say. They really liked how I would write things, and I would bullet journal a lot, so I would focus on my handwriting. So they wanted me to write on the windows and just say, like, we're open, please come in. If you have any questions, call us at this number. So I grabbed the giant ladder. It was twice my size. And I went outside with my little tool belt full of markers and propped myself up against the window. It was at the front of the store, but we also didn't have many people working at the time since COVID did start. They said that if you feel unsafe coming to work, then just stay home, it's fine. So I loved working, and I wanted to keep my mind off the fact that there was a pandemic starting, so I wanted to go to work. I was in front of the store with my markers on the ladder, and I was just writing the number to the store. And a common question we always got during this time was, do y'all buy books still? Which we couldn't because of COVID. So this man drove up. He parked his giant truck in front of the store, kind of right in front of where I was. And he walked up to me and he was like, are y'all buying books right now? And I was like, no, sorry, because of COVID, we don't want to buy any books right now. But just keep up to date with everything, and maybe we'll buy books soon. We don't really know about like how the pandemic is gonna go. It was still up in the air. So this man was like, well, I want to sell my son's textbooks, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I get that, but we can't buy books. Instead of taking that as an answer, he said, well, can you just like come to my truck and look at the books and give me a price? And I was like, no, sir, I cannot. No, sir, I cannot come to your truck and look at your books. I'm kind of in the middle of something, you know. I'm just trying to get this written on the window, and just trying to be really polite because, you know, customer service, right? And he was very adamant about me coming to his truck, which I was not about. So I don't know, he just kept saying, just come to my truck, just come over here, over to this side, which was the side furthest from the door. And he was like, just come and look at the books. I just have a few textbooks. Just tell me if you can buy them. And I'm like, well, our guidelines for buying books like we have to look up how much they sell for, like we have to use our computers. We can't just look at the book and give you a price. And I was just trying to get this man to go away. So he was creeping me out a lot of it actually, and he kept like walking closer to me every time I was like, no, I'm not gonna come look at your books. And I was the only one outside, and I was kind of freaking out, like, what do I, is anyone inside that can, like, intervene, please? So, I was thinking of how can I, like, ask for help from my coworkers, because this man he wasn't giving up, and he just kept getting closer, and at this point, I couldn't get down from the ladder, because he was standing right there. So, I ended up tapping on the window, hoping that my coworker saw. So one of my coworkers came outside and was like, hey sir, can I help you with anything? And they were like, come on in, and we need you inside working on putting books away or something. And I was like, yeah, I can come in. Thank you. And so I went inside, and my coworker had got that man to go away. And I was just standing there like, well, now what do? I don't want to write on the windows anymore. Now there's like men trying to talk to me. And then it got around that someone tried to steal me, which wasn't fun. So I have many more stories like that. I know that was kind of a short story, but being a girl and working is a bit troublesome sometimes. So if y'all want to hear more stories like this one, I have tons of them. I worked at these places for years, and I have tons of stories. Just hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.